राघु जी स्टार्ट किया जाए।
भैया 5 मिनट वेट कर लीजिए। 5
हाँ
मिनट
हाँ, नो प्रॉब्लम नो प्रॉब्लम। तब तक हम जो है ना वी कैन इन द मीनवाइल we can discuss what would the schedule of today's webinar.
जी वो मैं बता देता हूँ सर। आज का सबसे पहले तो आप सभी का स्वागत है। हमारे कुछ अटेंडीज भी जुड़ चुके हैं सारे। ऑलमोस्ट ऑल पैनलिस्ट्स आर आल्सो देयर।
Yeah.
Today's key speaker is CA Gopal Krishna Raju ji. He is eminent speaker and learned personality. CA Gopal Krishna Raju ji is 42 years old and is a practicing chartered accountant from Chennai. He is partner of Messrs. K. Gopal Rao and Company, having branches at Bangalore, Hyderabad, Madurai, Tiruchirappalli, Tiruvallur. And he belongs to a family where all his family members are practicing chartered accountants. His father, his mother, his younger brother and his wife all are practicing chartered accountants.
Family गुंडागर्दी चल रही है।
We are quite glad to have such personality between us on this webinar. Today's topic, as all are aware, it's Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan stimulus package for MSMEs, a role of chartered accountants into it. तो टॉपिक ये है कि स्पीकर ये है आज के हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर्स ये अनुज गोयल जी जो हमारे सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर हैं और he is a member, chairman and etc. in various committees of Central Council of our alma mater. Or as panelist we have here CA Arun Kumar Gupta ji, chairman of our Varanasi branch. CA Ravi Kumar Singh ji, immediate past chairman. Currently he is treasurer and Sikasa chairman of our Varanasi branch. Our very own CA Amit Gupta ji, vice chairman of Varanasi branch, and myself CA Somdatta Raghu, secretary of the Varanasi branch. We will have, he has joined but not with panelist ID. So Vishnu Bhaiya is a senior CA from Varanasi branch. He will be session chairman as he joined. And all this program is arranged with the help of our very own CA Dharam Singh ji from Delhi. उनका टेक्निकल सपोर्ट इसमें बहुत है हमारे इसमें। और बाकी हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स में आकाश सिंह जी, अमित अग्रवाल जी, सीए कैलाश नारायण गौतम जी,
क्षेत्री प्रसाद जी, करमदीप सिंह जी, मिथिलेश गुप्ता जी, मुकेश रहेजा जी, राहुल कुमार जी, रवि श्रीवास्तव जी, संजय मुरारकर जी और विष्णु अग्रवाल जी को इधर आना है, पैनलिस्ट वाले में आना है। जी जी। विष्णु अग्रवाल जी ने अभी यहाँ से एग्जिट नहीं किया उन्होंने। हाँ वो इधर आ जाएंगे,
2-3 मिनट लगेगा विष्णु भैया आ जाएंगे।
जी विष्णु जी ने एग्जिट नहीं किया अभी जी। अब क्या एग्जिट, अब नाउ अब उन्होंने एग्जिट किया है। तो अभी यहाँ पे कितने केसेस हैं वाराणसी में, कितने केसेस हैं सर कोविड के?
अमित जी के पास लेटेस्ट डाटा रहता है। अमित भाई
आपका
रवि भाई आप ही बता दीजिए।
अनम्यूट अमित भाई।
रवि भाई बता दीजिए।
आज 240 के आसपास केसेस हैं इस समय वाराणसी में और उसमें से 60% सही हो चुके हैं अभी।
फिर तो सब चीज कंट्रोल में। चेन्नई में 30,000 है।
यस सर।
How many Gopal ji, Raju ji in Chennai?
Yeah, we have crossed 30K. You are right.
इनकी कैपेसिटी है। He is having the capacity. Chennai is having the capacity. Varanasi is nothing before Chennai. In comparison to Chennai. हाँ,
सब
चेन्नई वालों पे बाबा की कृपा है।
बाबा की कृपा है।
चेन्नई वालों के पास ज्यादा है, वहां पर बाबा की कृपा ज्यादा है। हम इंतजार किसका कर रहे हैं? एक्चुअली क्या है कि ऑनलाइन वेबिनार्स में भी मेंबर्स लेट ज्वाइन करते हैं, जबकि इसमें आपका ट्रैवलिंग टाइम भी नहीं है। और बहुत से लोग तो केवल शर्ट पहनी हुई है, नीचे हाफ पैंट चल रही है, तो वो भी बच जाती है कि आपको कुछ पहनना है और कुछ पहनना है।
नीचे क्या है कुछ को भी मालूम नहीं।
रघु जी ने हाफ
वो
पैंट
तो
में चल रहा
वास्तव
है,
से नहीं
ऐसे
है।
टाई लगा रखी है इन्होंने,
रघु जी स्टार्ट
ऐसे
करिए।
टाई लगाई हुई है
आया
इन्होंने।
प्लीज।
रघु जी।
Namaskar. Good afternoon. Welcome all. Today's topic for the webinar is, as I said earlier, Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan stimulus package for MSMEs, role of chartered accountants. Our key speaker is CA Gopal Krishna Raju ji from Chennai. He belongs to all practicing chartered accountants family, in short. अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगा, मैं अपना परिचय दे दूं। मैं सीए सोमदत्त रघु, सेक्रेटरी वाराणसी ब्रांच ऑफ सीआरसी ऑफ आईसीआई। आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत, अभिनंदन। मैं ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेते हुए मैं अपने ब्रांच के चेयरमैन सीए अरुण कुमार गुप्ता जी को आई विल कॉल हिम ऑन स्क्रीन टू गिव वेलकम एड्रेस इन प्लीज
धन्यवाद रघु जी।
टेक शॉर्ट इन 1-2 मिनट्स।
धन्यवाद रघु जी। आज के वर्चुअल सीपी मीटिंग में मैं गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर धरणी बड़े भाई अनुज गोयल जी, हमारे की स्पीकर लर्नेड स्पीकर सीए गोपाल कृष्ण राजू जी, सेशन चेयरमैन सीए विष्णु अग्रवाल जी, जो अभी कुछ देर में हमारे बीच उपस्थित होंगे, ब्रांच की कमेटी के सभी सदस्य, ऑनलाइन उपस्थित आईसीआई के सदस्यगण, वाराणसी ब्रांच के यूट्यूब उपस्थित सभी स्टूडेंट व मेंबर्स, आप सभी का स्वागत, अभिनंदन। साथ ही मैं सीए औरा ग्रुप के फाउंडर मेंबर सीए धर्म सिंह हूँ। जैसा कि आप सभी को पता है कि आज का टॉपिक आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान प्रोत्साहन पैकेज एमएसएमई के लिए व उसमें चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की भूमिका। कोविड-19 लॉकडाउन के कारण उत्पन्न संकट से निपटने के लिए 12 मई 2020 को हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने व 13 मई 2020 को विस्तृत रूपरेखा के साथ बहुप्रतीक्षित राहत पैकेज की घोषणा वित्त मंत्री द्वारा की गई। इन घोषणाओं में एमएसएमई के लिए परिभाषित मानदंड में भी बदलाव शामिल था। एमएसएमई को पहली बार 2006 में एमएसएमई विकास अधिनियम के द्वारा परिभाषित किया गया था। जैसा कि मैं समझता हूँ कि चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट अर्थव्यवस्था के वास्तविक प्रबंधक हैं व इसके अंतर्गत आने वाले विभिन्न हितधारकों में जागरूकता लाने के लिए चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा सकता है। उस भूमिका का स्वरूप क्या होगा, इस विषय पर हमारे की स्पीकर गोपाल कृष्ण राजू जी विस्तृत चर्चा करेंगे। वाराणसी ब्रांच के सभी सदस्यों से मेरा आग्रह है कि वह अपने सुझावों व शिकायतों को से हमें अवगत कराते रहें। लॉकडाउन के नियमों में अब काफ़ी नरमी बरती जा रही है व हमारे ऑफिसेज अब खुल रहे हैं। आप सभी से मेरा अनुरोध है कि लॉकडाउन में हम सभी प्रिकॉशन लेते हुए सरकार के नियमों का पालन करते रहें। अंत में मैं सभी पुनः आप सभी का स्वागत अभिनंदन करता हूं। धन्यवाद। रघु जी।
धन्यवाद अरुण जी, ये हमारे ब्रांच के चेयरमैन साहब थे। अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगा हमारे ब्रांच के इमीडिएट पास्ट चेयरमैन सीए रवि कुमार सिंह जी को, जो फिल वक्त हमारे ट्रेजरर और सिकास्ता चेयरमैन भी हैं। रवि जी, प्लीज कम ऑन द स्क्रीन एंड वेलकम ऑल द पैनलिस्ट एंड पार्टिसिपेंट्स।
धन्यवाद रघु जी। तो मैं सभी का आज के वेबिनार में स्वागत अभिनंदन वंदन करता हूं। सबसे पहले मैं स्वागत करना चाहूँगा गोपाल कृष्ण राजू जी, चेन्नई से हमारे अपने सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर हेलो हेलो।
आवाज
जी,
आ रही है रवि
आया
जी?
आया आया, बताइए।
हेलो।
हाँ आ रही है, आवाज आ रही है रवि जी, आवाज आ रही है आपकी?
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ जी।
हाँ।
आज का सेमिनार का जो टॉपिक है आत्मनिर्भर भारत एमएसएमई पैकेज जो है। अब आजकल सभी क्लाइंट जो हैं एमएसएमई पैकेज के बारे में बहुत पूछ रहे हैं, और हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट ने आज कोविड-19 को लॉकडाउन जो है उसको देखते हुए वर्चुअल सीपी के लिए अप्रूवल दिया है। उसी कड़ी में वाराणसी ब्रांच का एक प्रयोग और पहला रघु जी,
जी,
आप देखिए नेटवर्क का थोड़ा इशू है, मैं देख रहा हूँ, उसको थोड़ा स्टार्ट करिए, आगे बढ़ाइए।
अच्छा ठीक है। धन्यवाद रवि जी। अब मैं बुलाना चाहूँगा हमारे बड़े भाई, हमारे सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर सीए अनुज गोयल जी को, जो आज के हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर भी हैं आज के वेबिनार के। और मैं उनसे अनुरोध करूंगा अनुज सर से कि वो 2-3 मिनट 4 मिनट में एक हम लोगों के लिए थोड़ा मोटिवेशनल और थोड़ा हमारे मोरल बूस्टर इस तरह से कुछ हमको एड्रेस करें पूरे पैनलिस्ट और अटेंडीज को। अनुज भैया।
Thank you, Raghuji, our Honorable Secretary of Varanasi branch, CA Arun Gupta ji, Honorable Chairman वाराणसी ब्रांच, हमारे बाबा विश्वनाथ की नगरी से आप चेयरमैन हैं, तो आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद फॉर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दिस very very important virtual CP meeting on very very important topic for the profession, Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, stimulus package for MSMEs, role of chartered accountants. And I recognize the presence of C. Amit Gupta ji, Vice Chairman of the branch, and our past Chairman Ravi Singh ji, and our honorable guest speaker, very very prominent, my brother from Chennai, C. A. Gopal Krishnan Raju ji, and Vishnu Agrawal ji is also with us, I think, and Dharam Singh ji is also with us, and we are having a lot number of participants on Zoom as well as on YouTube channel. Welcome all of you. I am really very happy that in this time of lockdown, in this time of crisis, the chartered accountants are trying their level best to see that how we can contribute for the cause of the profession, and not only for the cause of the profession, but also for the cause of nation. And we have contributed around 20 crores of rupees to the PM Care Fund. And in addition to that, lot number of other contribution is there by the members of the profession, by the future chartered accountants also, the students also. And in addition to that, in this changing time, how we can contribute by using the technology, contribute to the towards the our clients also, contribute for the nation also, contribute for the profession also. I think now the chartered accountants are trying their level best to see that the technology can be used to discharge our responsibility as a professional, and that shows the adaptability to the changing circumstances. I think chartered accountants are the professional who have proven time and again that we can adapt the changing circumstances, the changed circumstances immediately. And this time of crisis has proved that chartered accountants can always change according to the changed circumstances. And now we are using the technology like anything. Our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, you are very well aware that now we are having the SSP portal. And if SSP was not in place, of course, there was teething problem in the SSP. There were a lot number of problems for the members and students. But if SSP was not in place, it was very difficult, rather impossible for us to really do the required service to the members and students in this time of crisis, as it was very difficult for anyone to be physically present in the branches, in the regional councils, in the decentralized office, in the institute offices. So now we chartered accountants are really geared up to contribute in the changing circumstances, and this is the time when the India can be the world leader with the help of the best of the accounting professionals across the globe, the chartered accountants, and we are having the best of the resource person, CA Gopal Krishnan Raju ji, to teach us on Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan of the Prime Minister Modi, and through the MSMEs, and how the chartered accountants can play a very, very vital role. See, the chartered accountants has to understand that they are not to do only the compliance work. I think now the chartered accountants have to change their role, and they have to come forward in the consultancy like anything. And this consultancy should be not only for the big corporates, but for the micro and small and medium enterprises. I think this is the need of hour. And now the major revenue to the chartered accountants is supposed to come from this sector only. And particularly to our small and medium practitioners, the major contribution is supposed to come from MSME sector, because the big corporates are being served generally by the bigger firms, either big fours or other big firms. So we chartered accountants have to see that how we can give the real value addition. If we will be doing only the compliance work, then it is not going to serve the purpose unless and until there is value addition. And how we can have the import substitutes. Rajuji, I think, will be covering that the import which we are making from other parts of the world, particularly from the China, how we can contribute that our MSMEs can be empowered to have the import substitute. And I think now the time is there when we can compete from any part of the world. See, earlier the rate of interest, I think the senior chartered accountants are also here. The rate of interest from the public sector banks was 21%, 22%, and with penal interest, it was reaching up to 24%. And now the finance is available to the MSME, say at 7 or 8%. So at 1/3 of the cost. Now you will see that the electricity, the power is available 24/7 to the MSME sector, which was hardly 7-8 hours in earlier time. So there would not be any cost of the breakdown. There would not be any cost of the alternate arrangement for the power. Power backup will not be required. The gen system will not be required. So now and of course now the technology do start from India. We are the best professionals. We are having the best professionals in the technology. The softwares which are used in each and every part of world are practically developed by the Indian software engineers. So how we can use our own human resources, how we can use our own natural resources. I think the ample natural resources are there in our country. And the most important thing is this, that India is the youngest country of the world. India is having the maximum population of the youngsters, more than China, far more than China. Number one. Number two, we are having the maximum number of citizens in the world who can understand English, who can speak in English, who can write English. Maximum, more than even USA. And so we can get that advantage that we can communicate, we can adapt in each and every part of the world. And the young India, the India which is having the knowledge of the international language, expert knowledge of the international language, and now the government which is there in the center as well as in the state of UP, I think they are trying their level best that the corruption, the red tapeism can be minimized. So I will not be taking you a further time, as we are very, very eager to hear our honorable learned speaker Gopal Krishnan Rajuji, and I'm quite confident that the chartered accountants will certainly see that how they can really play a role which is expected from the chartered accountants, particularly from the younger generation of the chartered accountants, because they are having the best of the technology, they are having the latest knowledge, and they can move everywhere, anywhere in the world, and they can contribute sitting at their office, they can contribute sitting at their home. So I once again welcome all of you to this very, very important webinar for the profession Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, stimulus package for MSMEs, role of chartered accountants. Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you, Anuj Bhaiya. Your words are always encouraging and really a moral booster for us. We all younger brothers of you are always benefited. Now I would like to hand over the mic to our session chairman, CA Vishnu Agrawal ji Bhaiya. Vishnu Bhaiya, please make your opening remarks and start the technical session.
Thank you, Raghu. नमस्कार अनुज जी, हमारे बीच में रेस्पेक्टेड हमारे सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर अनुज गोयल जी हैं. आई वेलकम हिम. और चेयरमैन ऑफ वाराणसी ब्रांच अरुण गुप्ता जी, सेक्रेटरी रघु जी, पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट रवि जी, एंड अदर कमिटी मेंबर्स एंड ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स. I welcome you all in this virtual CP meet. I think I am audible. Raghu, I am audible.
जी भैया,
आ रही है भैया आवाज आ रही है.
ठीक. And I also welcome today's speaker, Shri Gopal Krishna ji from Chennai. He is a very versatile member of our profession, and I welcome sir you all. Today's topic is Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan stimulus package for MSME and the role of chartered accountant in it. Now it is a very relevant topic for our members and our profession. VCAs are already partner in nation building, and our contribution to economy is already proven. There is no doubt about it. And MSC sector plays actually a vital role in nation building, and our contribution to economy is already vital role, and it is a very important for the growth of the economy. And the growth of the MSME sector is also emphasized by our Prime Minister Modi ji, and he rightly said it is time to become vocal and for our local products and make them global. So now the Aatmanirbhar Abhiyan, he has mentioned the 5 pillars, which are the economy, infrastructure system, vibrant demography, and the demand. And they offer us the 20 lakh crore of rupees package. Where the topic lies. The finance minister also make the various allotments for the allocation of funds to the MSMEs, and she also changed the definition of the MSME. This is the major impact where the classification of manufacturing and services has been dispensed with, and only one category of MSME is now here. As per the new classification, only one MSME is now. There is no manufacturing, or there is no service. They have also changed the investment limits and micro enterprises, small enterprises. So that is also an important one to understand our members. There is also, they have announced the 3 lakh crore collateral free automatic loans, which we have to taken care of. And for NPA and trust account, they have also offered 20,000 crore rupees of stimulus package. And so now I think it's time for us chartered accountant to look our MSME clients. We can focus on issue how we can also. I think one of the thing I request my senior speaker that what are the opportunities lies for us chartered accountants. You should deal with it.
Thank you.
रघु भाई, नेट कनेक्टिविटी इशू है, आप आगे बढ़िए, आगे रघु भाई
जी,
आगे बढ़िए, नेट कनेक्टिविटी है भैया, आ गए हैं वो। थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू विष्णु भैया, थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग सम our expectations and क्या हम लोग मतलब चाह रहे हैं हमारे आज के सेशन से। और now I want to welcome on dais and screen our key speaker for today's webinar, CA Gopal Krishna Raju ji, for his deliberation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. At the outset, let me thank Varanasi branch of Central India Regional Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants. This is my debut session with CARC Varanasi branch, and I'm very happy and very glad to be part of this very, very elite team. And the holiest place of India, Varanasi, I always feel that a place like Varanasi, at least in lifetime once, one should visit. And maybe this is a God-given opportunity. Virtually today, I'm able to be present myself in Varanasi and addressing the members of Varanasi branch. The big B of Bollywood is Amitabh Bachchan, and the big B of Central India Council is our CA Anuj Goyal. So thank you, Mr. Anuj Goyal, for being today's special guest. The chairman of Varanasi branch, CA Arun Kumar Gupta, secretary CA Som Datta Raghu, the immediate past chairman CA Ravi Kumar Singh, and Kikasa chairman, vice chairman Amit Kumar Gupta, session chairman. Thank you very much, CA Vishnu Agarwal ji, for giving that spotlight on the areas which I need to actually address, and also virtually connecting all of us, CA Dharam Singh from Delhi. Before I start my session, kindly permit me to share the screen where I'll start with the image of our Pradhan Mantri, where on 13th of, I repeat, on 13th of May, there was an announcement, a very, very important announcement made by our Pradhan Mantri, where the point was very clearly driven that if India has to become self-reliant, we need to actually be focusing on these 5 I's. And he actually referred to Aankhein bhi. Oh, ye 5 I's to hamara aankhein hain. So intent should be very clear. Inclusion, that means financial inclusion, also the various other inclusive factors related to infrastructure. And infrastructure is also one of the 5 I's, investments, innovation. And the micro, small and medium enterprises, they actually come under all the 5. Some may be in construction industry, some may be in manufacture, some may be in infrastructure, some they will be in innovation, new industries. So MSMEs, they come in all these 5 I's. Now, even though the entire 20 lakh crore package, our Honorable Finance Minister actually took 5 days to give a special, what do you call it, as press meet. And every press meet was actually, it was extended to minimum 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So, समझिए just 5 दिन into 2 hour का 20 lakh करोड़ का आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान का पैकेज है, ये 2 hour में डिलीवर करने का कुछ difficult होगा, but I have taken the spotlight, the focus only on micro, small and medium enterprises, and especially since I am addressing the professionals, chartered accountants and professionals across the various breadth and length of the country, I'll only focus my pointers on very few areas. Let me now take you to the important pointers one by one. The first aspect which I want to share it with all of you here is micro, small and medium enterprises across the country, 6 crore ka MSMEs hai, 6 crores. Please look at these numbers, guys. There are 6 crores, 6.33 crores. And this is the number, it was exactly 18-19 numbers. And maybe slightly it would have increased 5%, 10% ka increase hoga. Nevertheless, how many of these 6 crore have been registered so far? How many of them are registered so far? The annual report of micro, small and medium enterprises, you can refer to the website www.msme.gov.in. If you refer to that, there it is very clear, almost out of 6 crore, 4 crores, 4 crore ka MSMEs registration ho chuka hai. Udyog Aadhar memorandum has been issued. And कौन सा स्टेट टॉपर है? उत्तर प्रदेश ही टॉपर है. वो वाराणसी कहाँ है? उत्तर प्रदेश में ही है. So उत्तर प्रदेश is top here. Tamil Nadu, तो I am from Tamil Nadu, we are in 3rd rank, and West Bengal तो 2nd rank पे है. So these are some of the statistics, and almost 2/3 of these MSMEs have been already enrolled, registered. Now, if you look at the spread of this MSMEs, it is quite interesting. And please look at this is as per the National Sample Survey, 73rd round. All these numbers I have taken from the respective websites. I have given the link also down below and the reference also from the National Sample Survey Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So these are all the numbers I have taken from there. Please look at it. Almost 50-50. So 50% of तो rural है, and urban में 3 crore का MSME है. But please look at the manufacturing trade. Trade is almost 2/3. Manufacturing is also almost another 2 crores of MSMEs are there. And service sector और एक 2 crore है. So this is the spread. But I want you to actually look at this number, which is quite alarming. You know, recently there was an amendment that was made. And my session chairman, CA Vishnu Agarwal ji, rightly pointed this out, that there was an amendment. And please look at this amendment, guys. This amendment is capital and turnover based. And this is 1st June. हम तो आज 10वीं जून पे हैं. 10 दिन के पहले 1st June पे ये amendment हुआ है. Please look at this. First time they have brought capital and turnover. Capital and turnover. The old, the existing, or what do you call it as the previous model of definition of MSME was purely capital intensive. Purely capital intensive. Now, if I make a turnover, I am not recognized the size based on my turnover. This is first time they have recognized it. Very good initiative. And 5x, I repeat, guys, 5 guna. Please look at this. 1 crore ka micro capital and 5 guna turnover hai. Small, medium, small enterprises to 10 crore hai and 5 guna 50 crore hai. And medium enterprises to 50 crore ka capital aur turnover to so 250 crore ka turnover. And all of you can remember one thing, guys. We are all chartered accountants. We can just go back, rewind. Please go to the previous year. I repeat, guys, please go to the previous year where there is a amendment that was brought. What was that amendment? Very simple. Where the private limited companies, their turnover is up to 250 crore. They will have a concessional tax rate of 25%. So this was the idea that actually would have mooted them to actually bring. And with this number, I repeat, guys, this is actually the existing number. And based on this new definition, remember, guys, based on this new definition, if we take the statistics today, I'll tell you, guys, the number of private limited companies itself, 8,50,000 private, private and public limited companies. We have 8,50,000 companies are there. And I'm sure majority of this, more than 90% of them, they will come under this MSME. 10% only they will come, maybe above this, maybe large. 90% will come under this from companies. And 8.5 lakhs, just multiply into 10 times. Just multiply into 10 times. We have 8.5 crore partnership firms across length and breadth of the country. And definitely everybody except the few percentage of partnership firms, 95% of them, they come under MSMEs only. And India is the only country where sole proprietor is considered as an entity and sole proprietor, individual, the individual. Please look at this number. It is quite interesting. Please look at this number. Out of this 6 crore, the male owned, what do you call it as MSMEs is 80%. Female owned is only 20%. And even if you take the proper the statistics and maybe the control, what in India is they use a term, they don't use a term, they don't use a percentage, above 50% only control. No, even a board of directors is controlled, then control is established. Now, there are many companies in our country where it will be female owned but controlled by men. So that also will come in this. So this is the number which is alarming, where we must actually, we speak about women empowerment. We speak about the corporate social responsibility, where the mca.gov.in site, you please download it. You can actually understand 800 crore is spent. 800 crore spent हुआ है corporate social responsibility में women empowerment के लिए. Please look at this. This is women empowerment. ये तो 50% चाहिए यहाँ. It is not happening. And these are all the places where the professionals play a very important role right from the formation of the MSMEs. Should it be a private limited company? Should it be a Mahalakshmi enterprise or sole proprietor Mahalakshmi? Or should it be a partnership firm? All this, the advisory starts only from the chartered accountant. So let us understand all these numbers. So when you are sitting in your table, and I am sure when this question is spoken up, these things will actually trigger you to guide exactly where you have to actually advise properly to the entrepreneur. And this number I have already discussed. I want you to see one more number. Please look at the rural and urban sector. The rural and urban sector. And what is the percentage? You will be quite surprised. The number, the micros, this is number is over. I was about to share with you another number, not this. This is what. And please look at total of the above states. Out of 6 crore, almost 2/3 is from the remaining states. We have how many states? We previously had even Jammu and Kashmir was a state. Now Jammu and Kashmir has now become a state. It was previously an union territory. Now we have now 2/3 of the total is not in the first 10 ranks. The first 10 is only in Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu. It is spread across India. It is not only in the 10 states alone. So therefore, the responsibilities are there throughout the country. And with this small beginning, I am taking you to the new definition. The new definition will enhance this number from 6 crore to 2. The expectation is, this is only an expectation. I don't have a statistics or number. There are speculation that the 6 crore number will be doubled, but until we get a concrete number from various places, we can't actually confirm this. So they say from 6 crore, it will become 12 crore MSME sector. But one thing is very, very interesting, guys. After Aatmanirbhar announcement by our Pradhan Mantri, so many MSMEs जाग उठे हैं. They have actually नींद से जाग उठे हैं. Oh, ये तो लोन का मामला है. मुझे लोन मिलेगा क्या? मुझे कोई, they don't come with the question saying that is it necessary? Is it required? मुझे मिलेगा क्या? वो क्या मामला है? वो क्या conditions है? मुझे जरा बताइए. हमको भी जरा लोन मंगवाने का प्रयत्न करिए. So whatever documents चाहिए मैं दूंगा. So it is as though the loan is available for everybody. The message is actually being spread like this, and this is where the professional's role is very, very important. So that is why I'm taking you slowly into it. Now I want to share one very interesting point, guys, before I take you to the Aatmanirbhar 3 schemes applicable for MSMEs. Those pointers, this is that point. We already have the existing MSME schemes, and this is the link I have given, guys. Please look at the link, msme.gov.in site/default. That link is I have given. This particular slide I will actually share it with you, and I will also host it in my blog. All of you can download it, and you can also go to www.my.msme.gov.in. वहाँ schemes है, वहाँ schemes है. एक 30 स्कीम्स है, वो 30 स्कीम्स भी पीडीएफ डॉक्यूमेंट पे हैं, वो भी आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. बट आई वांट टू मेक वन पॉइंट वेरी क्लियर बिफोर आई टेक यू टू द आत्मनिर्भर स्कीम्स. 3 स्कीम्स. रिमेंबर दैट ये तो है 3 स्कीम. एक चेयर है, चेयर में एक इट इज लाइक 3 टायर और व्हाट यू कॉल इट एज नॉर्मली इन अ चेयर यू विल हैव 4 base. Now remember there is only 3 base. Okay, 3 base. So it is only a 3 individual base MSME schemes that has been announced, like type 1, type 2 and type 3. And I'm going to explain all the 3 types, number 1, number 2 and number 3. And slowly and steadily let me explain this. And then I will also take you to the role of professionals. Very, very important. And what will be the most important role with respect to chartered accountants in implementing these 3 features with respect to Aatmanirbhar. Now, these are the 3 criteria that should be there in our mind before we go into the next step. What is it? Number 1, necessity. This is the first criteria that should actually be very, very clear to every borrower and also to the consultant. Yes, who is my client? What is he? Is he a trader? Is he a manufacturer? Is he a service provider? What does he want? Is he a new guy? Is he a existing guy? What is the path he has come? उनका financial statements क्या है? उनका financial requirement क्या है? Necessity क्या है? All this have to be first be very clear. Maybe we can have a standard 5 questions. Standard. Number 1, who are you? Okay, who are you means what is your background? What is your experience in that particular business? Second, what is the business in which you are into? Is it manufacture? Is it actually trading? Okay. Number 3, have you done any innovation in it? Have you done any innovation? Have you done anything new, special, new customers? Are you adding new customers every year? So that is where the innovation will come. What is special in your business? Number 3, because why this third question I'm asking, very important. The entire country, entire globe is today focusing on only one word. It is called sustainability. And we have Anuj Goyal ji, also the Honorable Central Council member on board today. First time Institute of Chartered Accountants of India from this year onwards. Only from this year 2021, only year 2021 onwards, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has formed a separate committee, like Accounting Standards Committee, like your Auditing Standards Committee. There's a committee called Sustainability Accounting Standards Committee, Sustainability Reporting Standards. India is pioneer in implementing the 17 sustainability development goals in our country. And Aatmanirbhar also plays the same footage. वो तो परदेसी 17 सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स तो परदेसी का एक मामला है, एक प्रोडक्ट है which is implemented. आत्मनिर्भर सेल्फ रिलायंट वो भी सस्टेनेबिलिटी है, वो आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान भी it is only focusing on sustainability. And our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, understanding this need, First time as a professional body has come forward in forming a committee, and a lot of activities has been happening with that particular committee. Good. So this is the first aspect we need to actually answer. Can you sustain in business? Can you overcome all these difficulties? The main aspect which as a chartered accountant we need to actually encourage the entrepreneur is, you have been in this business for so long time. These are the times where you need to be strong, stand strong. And what is the sustainability factors? You have got it. So therefore that only will guide him, drive him to actually go for the respective loan scheme. And this particular Aatmanirbhar scheme is a hand-holding exercise. It is not 20 lakh crore divided by 130. So 130 crore ka population divided by 20 lakh crore by 130 crore, एक आदमी के लिए 15,380 रुपया मिलेगा. वो नहीं है, वो तो नहीं है आत्मनिर्भर. आत्मनिर्भर is only hand holding those entities. Because of the shutdown of the shutter, because of the shutdown, they need some push, some injection, some shot, so that they can stand up. Once they stand up and start running, they don't need anybody's help. That is a small, it's like a mother hand holding a baby and then lifting. So that is where the necessity has to be understood. Next comes preparation. This word preparation here refers to, this is where advisory, the compliances, the documentation, project report, cash flow preparation, all this will come, certifications, the turnover certificate, stock certificate, okay, the debt ratio, all this, ityadi, EBITDA, debita, all those stuff and all. So everything will come only in this preparation. And this preparation minus this, take it, there won't be any support from bankers, because bankers will be clueless. Bankers are clueless. They will not be in a position to understand the financial requirement. So chartered accountants are the bridge, are the people, are the real reinforcing profession which will actually connect the entrepreneurs in the respective area where he needs some support, and to the banker and the entrepreneur, there is a need to actually bridge gap. And this is the place where the chartered accountants play a very, very crucial role, preparation. And this has to be made very clear. This has to be made very clear to the client. It is not that chartered accountants are guys who can actually influence the banker to get it. That is the other side of that is the credibility which the chartered accountants have, which is different. Ek hi phone call of Anuj Bhai is sufficient to get the loan. That is not the purpose here. The purpose is preparation, because again the same question will come back to the person who has actually recommended. ये आप ही तो बताया था ना इनको लिए loan देने के लिए. Please look at that. That is why the third point is perspiration. That means post getting the loan, there will be a review process. There will be a lot of reports that has to be given, the documents like GST returns, everything. And I'll just share with you some very interesting conditions with respect to these three aspects, three types of Aatmanirbhar. Three, ek, do, teen. Ek. Let me first take you to the first aspect. And the moment this was announced, so Madam Sitaraman announced that 3 lakh crore collateral free automatic loan. My goodness, 3 lakh crore collateral free automatic loan. ये क्या है? Collateral free है. Okay, मैं line पे करा दूंगा, कब देंगे मैं ले लूंगा. So this is not the criteria, guys. The criteria is very simple. This is only for the existing borrowers. Please remember three things, guys. Please remember only three things. Number one, this is only applicable for existing borrowers. So now there are many MSMEs, they actually realize, oh yeah, I should have taken leverage. I should have taken leverage. मैं कोई तो बात बताया था you should take leverage, but सुना ही नहीं, उनका बात में सुना ही नहीं. Leverage मैं क्या लोन ले लूं? मैं लोन लेने के लिए मुसीबत ही नहीं है, necessity नहीं है. Now that is where we would have studied even in our fundamental financial management that leverage should be optimum, and optimum leverage will actually enhance the productivity and also will also save on the tax front also. So those good borrowers, those who are existing, they are to be an existing borrower, they should be a good borrower, meaning there is no SMA. I'll just share with you some interesting aspect, guys. What is it? If you go to any of the bank site, maybe you can go to State Bank of India, or you can go to any private sector bank also. Any of the bank, please go. This 3 lakh crore collateral free, okay, automatic loan. So those scheme, you just go and try to actually read the conditions. Oh, ye conditions clear hoga. Oh, kya hai? It is a working capital term loan, WCTL, meaning they don't give on term loan, they don't give a term loan. On working capital 20% देंगे, and वो 20% term loan का मामला होगा. So for example, the maximum limit is 25 crore, that means your existing outstanding. So on 25 crore, 20%, 5 crore is the maximum loan beyond which they can't give. This is number one condition. समझो कि मेरा term loan 10 करोड़ का है और मेरा working capital loan 5 करोड़ का है. Even though 10 करोड़ plus 5 करोड़, 15 करोड़ पे 30%, 20% लगना नहीं चाहिए. वो 5 करोड़ पे 20%, 5 करोड़ पे 20% 1 करोड़ है. So वही लिमिट मिलेगा. एंड मैं 5 करोड़ पे 2 करोड़ मैं ऑलरेडी पे कर चुका हूं. एज ऑन 29th of फरवरी मेरा लिमिट तो 5 करोड़ है, बट आउटस्टैंडिंग 3 करोड़ ही है. वो 3 करोड़ पे ही 20% लगेगी. वो 3 करोड़ पे 20% कितना होगा? वो 50-60 lakhs होगा. That's all. So this is how the calculation, this is very, very important. So the first aspect is the role of professionals will come here. Oh, 29 फरवरी of 2020 का बैलेंस शीट होना चाहिए, एंड वो 11 मंथ के लिए अप्रैल से फरवरी तक का P&L account और 29th फरवरी का बैलेंस शीट. That is the first aspect that should be clear. Second aspect, मैं तो एप्लीकेशन कब दूंगा? एप्लीकेशन आज दूंगा, कल दूंगा. So मैं एप्लीकेशन कल दूं तो 11th of June मैं एप्लीकेशन सबमिट करूं तो definitely there is a need to give papers, especially papers what you have done in this 3 months, that is March, April, May. 3 महीने का टर्नओवर क्या है? Why? Let us be very clear here, guys. Let us be very, very clear. So we are all chartered accountants and we do bank audit. This is the same question when we do the audit for 2021. For 2021, when we go to bank audit, when we sit in March 21 or April 21, the same question we will ask the banker. Why did you give loan to this particular guy? On what basis? Can the banker, if the banker says, Madam Sitaraman ने बताया था इसलिए मैं हमने दिया था, नहीं. There is a substantiation, there is a requirement. Now, even though collateral free is there, please look at these are all the places where Reserve Bank of India hasn't come out with a clear-cut guideline. They have not come out with a clear-cut guideline. But if you go through some of the banking, the sites, I don't want to show you some of the sites because it will be a copyright violation, or I don't want to actually advertise or use their particular name. Please go and see the respective bank's site with respect to this. They have already listed. Number one, very, very important point. There will be pari pasu. For example, that is why the first point I said, they are existing borrowers. Second, they are good borrowers. And in the condition itself, they would have mentioned that if at all you are SMA 1, SMA 2, SMA 3, you are not eligible for this. The eligibility, the second paragraph itself, they will say. The second paragraph itself, it's there, eligibility. What is eligibility? You shouldn't have become a default. That SMA 1, 2, 3 category, none of the category it should be there. That means you're a good borrower. And good borrower means you would have the existing borrowing facility, there will be some collateral. And that collateral, there will be a pari passu. There will be a pari passu. No, on this 20%. So it is practically speaking, or from an overall perspective, from the scheme perspective, it is collateral free. Meaning additional collateral need not be given, but the existing collateral will have a lien, will be extended for this particular 20%. This is how the scheme has been actually been designed. So all these points we need to very clearly tell. And auto automatic means the moment you go, it will not be immediately the existing working capital limit को enhance नहीं करेंगे. ये तो separate WCTL working capital term loan है. So ये तो separate account होगी. ये account पे एक limit होगा. वो limit withdrawal करके और use करके that will be under monitoring. That is why perspiration I said. So वो तो monitor करेंगे. Whether have you applied it for business or have you diverted it? So all those aspects will come. So very important is, are you a genuine necessity? Necessity is there. Now, who, for example, even in this lockdown, even in this COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, there are certain companies who have done exceptionally good business. If there are 100 entities, there are 2 or 3 entities, 3 or 3% of entities who have done exceptionally well in 3 महीने. Over March, April, May. वो March, April, May का 2020 का turnover वो 19 turnover से compare करे तो 20 turnover का 3 महीने का turnover ज़्यादा होगा, अधिक होगा. How? Who are those entities? वो provision store लोग हैं, 2 तो खुला हुआ था, pharmacy लोगों हैं, वो pharmacy का manufacturing unit है, आयुर्वेदिक manufacturing unit, सभी लोग का टर्नओवर दुगना हो गया, दुगना और 3 गुना हो गया ये 3 महीने में. So they have done exceptionally well. So that is why I said, guys, 29 to 2020 balance sheet and March महीने का, April महीने का, May महीने का, वो 3 महीने का profit and loss account. वो profit and loss account, it has to be, oh, वो तो नहीं है, वो क्या, computer नहीं है, वो नहीं है, वो nothing will happen. Then accounting has to be done. It is required. No, Madam Sitaraman ने बताया था 20% loan मुझे चाहिए, नहीं. It has to be given. How the banker will know? It is the policy of the government to announce it. But it is the responsibility of the banker to ensure, to check the control, the balances, everything should be there. Then only it can be dispersed. If it is not done, next year, आप ही लोग as a concurrent auditor, आप ही लोग as a statutory auditor, audit note करेंगे. Who are you to give this money without any? That is why it's called collateral free automatic loan. Doesn't mean that without any, I repeat guys, without any collateral, the existing collateral pari passu karte hain. So please be careful with this one particular point. This is number 1. So therefore, documentation will be there. The necessity has to be proved in the file. So it is not, if those 2 or 3% guys who have made a very good turnover, will they be eligible? Please touch your heart and tell me. Should they be eligible? और shutdown पे turnover ही नहीं है, collections है, payables है, and electricity bill बांधने हैं और तनख्वाह देने हैं, वो अब 15 लोगों का, 20 लोगों का, 50 लोगों का, 500 लोगों का तनख्वाह देने हैं. So if all these things are there, now tell me to whom it is applicable. It is only applicable to those who are necessity. So that is where your financial statements have to prove have to actually reflect. It has to reflect. So, and most important, उसमें और एक कंडीशन भी है. वो कंडीशन क्या है? वो जो लोग जीएसटी का मामले पे हैं, वो जीएसटी रजिस्ट्रेशन कंपलसरी है. वो जीएसटी का, वो टर्नओवर का, वो रिटर्न का भी सबमिट करने का वो प्रूफ भी देना चाहिए. The exception is only those to whom the GST registration is not applicable, meaning they are dealing with exempted products. Only those are exempted. So this scheme is only an outline. Oh, creamy. You have to remove the cream and go inside and see what are all the conditions. So very, very important and very, very interesting. Actually, very interesting. वो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट लोगों की ये पता चलेगा ये क्या मामला है, ये कंडीशन पे क्या क्या करना चाहिए, उन्हीं को ही पता चलेगा, और कोई लोग को पता नहीं चलेगा, अकाउंटेंट लोग को भी पता नहीं चलेगा, because all these are linked. And at the end of the story, the moral of the story is you guys are again going to question the banks again on what basis you did, and what is the fun in actually giving this. Well, then at the end of the next year, putting them in bad and then creating 100% provision, then we are only doing mockery of the system. So therefore, this system is actually only for those genuine, necessary borrowers. So very important. Of course, ये तो एक point है, कैबिनेट में भी अप्रूव हुआ है, वो इंटरेस्ट तो 9.25% का होगा, बियॉन्ड दैट 9%, 9.25% के ज्यादा नहीं चार्ज करना चाहिए. मे बी इफ दे चार्ज बियॉन्ड 9.25% as per the scheme, there should be an arrangement between Reserve Bank of India and Ministry of Finance how to do it. And this is one place where Reserve Bank of India is actually working out. So how this particular aspect, whether any subvention, inter-subvention or a subsidy, what model will actually work out for this? Please pay attention to this. So 9.25. So all the banks have already announced it. And there are certain banks, they are also disbursing it. I repeat, guys, they are disbursing it. Now, on what basis? They already know the customer. They already know. Every day disbursement is happening on this particular scheme. Disbursement happening. So it is not that disbursement is not happening. Why? They know the customer. They are an existing borrower. They are a good borrower. And the collateral is already there. So, क्या रोकने का मतलब ही नहीं है. So, रोकने का मामला ही नहीं है. And since they are good borrower, their accounting systems will be proper. Their filings will be proper. Everything is there. And even those relationships which they have maintained in the past, their credibility and the reasoning for taking it. So why they need it? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to वो बिजली का खर्चा है, वो बिजली का एक बिल है, वो 2 महीने का है, और तनख्वाह देने का एक 2-3 महीने का तनख्वाह देने का है. So they will have that, and the amount will be debited to their account, and actually it is credited to whom? That follow-up is done only by the bankers, and bankers know them. So therefore, disbursements are happening. Maybe out of 100, 2, 3, 5% disbursements have already happened because bankers know them. Bankers know their genuinity. Bankers know their difficulty. So that is why the entire responsibility is now on the bankers. Very important, guys. And there are places where bankers can't take a stand. And that is a place where they believe professionals. Oh, professionals ka documents वगैरह चाहिए. So 90% they know the customers, 90%. But these 3 months, what has happened? So bankers, by looking at the bank statement, to some extent they can understand. And they would have already visited. So they already know about, so their day in and day out of interaction, they already know. So bankers are actually the shadow partners of the entrepreneurs. So in that sense, this scheme actually is very, very, very beneficial to such entrepreneurs. But there are other micro, small and medium entrepreneurs who are not that bank friendly, or maybe they don't interact much, where they need to actually explain very clearly ये क्या हो गया वो 3 महीने पे, वही lot of work है. Maybe with respect to accounts preparation and the certification of turnover, and with respect to certification of stock, liabilities. Liabilities also they may expect you to certify, because those liabilities only, and there will be some undertaking they will take. Based on these liabilities which has been certified by the chartered accountant, these are the this particular limit. I hereby give a declaration that I want to first utilize for this particular liabilities only. Bankers are coming out with various models. So these are the places where chartered accountants have to actually, our members have to think practically and also help and support bankers. Of course, no guarantee fee, no fresh collateral. Now, please come to the second thing. I repeat, guys, the second scheme, the most important scheme, second scheme. So, we have another, maybe a 6 baje ka hai. Now 5 is over. I will go another 20 to 25 minutes. So, 5:30, I will hand it over to chairman and secretary. We'll have some questions. Friends will have questions. Kuch sawal पूछिए, maybe whatever we have done इसमें सवाल होगा. So I'll be very glad. Out of syllabus सवाल नहीं पूछिए, syllabus से ही पूछिए. Good. Now second point with respect to आत्मनिर्भर. ये तो 20 करोड़ का मामला है जी, 20 करोड़ का मामला. Subordinate debt for stressed MSMEs. ये तो मैं पहली बार फर्स्ट टाइम एक NPA के लिए non performing asset or stressed assets, meaning those assets where SMA 1, 2, 3 has been classified, NPA has been declared. I mean, it has been classified as an NPA, and 100% provision is made in books of accounts, and maybe recovery process is still pending. Recovery process is still pending, or recovery process has been initiated. Okay, so these are the, but they have not been ordered by NCLT with respect to insolvency. This is another aspect which has not been discussed at all in this particular scheme, because the moment insolvency is initiated, the process of giving additional loan, whether it will be possible or not, again possible. Why? Because post insolvency, there is the 180, 270 day period is there. During this calm period, possibility of a resolution is possible. That means funding has to be brought in. Now, in that case also it can be considered. So that is why I was referring to the respective professional opportunities. That is the role of professional. Look, please look at this. Identify the need for restructuring. Identify the need for reorganization, demerger, merger, takeover, 230, compromise, arrangement. What is possible for that particular, because ultimately it is resolution, ultimately it is revival, ultimately COVID-19 pandemic, they have to fight and they have to come back. So even if it is in an insolvency, possibility is there. So we need to actually think, work, whether there is a window is there, within that window whether we can put this, because who will be the financial creditor? Banker himself will be the financial creditor. And here ये तो 20,000 crore का मामला है, and in the 20,000 crore they made it very clear that there will be a debt given called subordinate debt. So natural to whom subordinate debt is given? Subordinate debt means very clear, guys. It is actually the debt which will be paid after all the secured creditors. After all the secured creditors. So that's why it's called subordinate debt. And to whom it will be given? It will be given to the promoters. Please look at step number 1. To the promoters of the MSME will be given by debt by bank. So even if it is under insolvency, the banks can think about it. It is not, that is why they have not given a limit here. वो first scheme pay limit है 20% है, good borrowers है. But yeah, this is where people are actually आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान का वो लोगो, वो स्लोगन को वो फ्रेम करके उनके घर पे, उनके ऑफिस पे पूजा करते हैं. This is a very, very important scheme, and lifetime they will never forget this scheme, because this scheme believes entrepreneurs. This scheme believes the experience of the entrepreneurs. This scheme believes that the entrepreneurs have necessity of funds, and that funds will be given to entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs will be the borrowers. and this money will be infused into the company. The company is the NPA, and mostly, I mean, this scheme is only applicable for the limited companies. Limited companies. I repeat, guys, limited companies. So therefore, it is not for partnership firm. It is not for individuals. बल्कि वो पहला स्कीम है ना, ये पहला स्कीम इंडिविजुअल को भी होगा, पार्टनरशिप फर्म के लिए भी होगा, प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी को भी होगा. So सभी लोगों के लिए होगा, but good borrowers, standard debt, 20% of the outstanding as on 29/2. यहाँ वो डेट नहीं एक्सप्लेन किया है. इंसॉल्वेंसी स्कीम पे आएगा ना या नॉट आएगा, वो लिमिट क्या है. Everything is actually a interesting part. So that is why this is the place where Reserve Bank of India will come very clearly with certain directions, with certain prescriptions, and within these prescriptions, the banks will be implementing this subordinate debt, and this is the place there will be lot of work for chartered accountants. I am telling you guys, there will be a lot of work for chartered accountants, and this is the place, at least in 3 lakh crore का टाइम लिमिट है. वो क्या टाइम लिमिट है? 31 अक्टूबर 2020. ये सेकेंड स्कीम का क्या टाइम लिमिट है? टाइम लिमिट नहीं दिया है, because their only objective is revival. Now please look at the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code Special Ordinance, Insolvency Bankruptcy Code Amendment Ordinance 2020. वो क्या ऑर्डिनेंस है? वो ऑर्डिनेंस पे वो insolvency will be suspended for a period of time, and before 25th March, post 25th March default का कुछ भी फायदा नहीं है insolvency पे. So pre 25th March default हुए तो then people can take for insolvency. यही तो मामला है. So now ये 20 करोड़ का मतलब ही क्या है? To revive company, those companies which needs revival. Let us actually focus on that subordinate debt. So therefore, they will actually give a time. So up to 25th March, okay, post 25th March. Post 25th March, you have become a NPA or stressed or whatever it is. Even though you are stressed, we will actually give you. If you are stressed even before that, whether it is possible. So all these ideas will actually come out, and it is not that Reserve Bank of India को कुछ experience है और गवर्नर का बहुत सारा experience है इस मामले को handle करने के लिए. सभी लोगों एक ही बोट पे हैं. We are all sailing in the same boat. It is all whether I will say that I am not experienced, you will say you are not experienced. Everybody, this is new for us. COVID is not experience for everybody. COVID is new. Pandemic is new. This lockdown is new. This economic slowdown is new. And economic surge also will be new. Provided we are positive in our mind. Provided we have the attitude that, yes, resolution is possible. Resolution is the only criteria. With that objective, that is where chartered accountants have to play a very important role, saying, yes, this is the entrepreneur has that experience. The product is very good. Intangible asset is very good. There is a prospects. Valuation is there. The business prospects is there. Customers are more oriented. The process is very good. Quality is very good. These are all the aspects which has value, and chartered accountants have to very clearly identify it. Yes, please revive. Now it is very simple to close down, liquidate it, and bankers को write off करने के लिए. वो तो accounting का मामला है, liquidation का मामला है. Everybody can do. So making the company, pushing the company to grave is easy, but reviving the company from a non-performing to a performing, only human beings can do. Only chartered accountants can do. Only professionals with experience can do. And that you can do it. And that is the place, is this particular place. And the clients will come with confidence. The clients will come with actually expectations. The clients will come with actually we are very positive note that कुछ तो होगा ना, ये 20 करोड़ 20,000 करोड़ पे, ये 20,000 करोड़ पे 1 करोड़ 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़ हमारा कंपनी पे आएगा तो हमारा कंपनी रिवाइव हो जाएगा, हमारा कंपनी का वो तकदीरी बदल जाएगा. So if that is the what do you call it as the sunrise possibility, and I am sure there is a lot of work. Now when I say a lot of work, what is the work with respect to this 20,000 crore? Please look at this, guys. That is why I have listed this out. Number one is advisory, the first one. So advisory is, yes, can you actually be coming under this particular scheme? Is it possible? What is it? Company should be an NPA. Directors only they are eligible for getting the loan. They already will have loan up to this, housing loan, personal loan, that loan, this one, that, everything. And EMI will be pending there. Civil will be a kachara hoga. So everything will be there. Compliance will be very poor. That is a place where documentation, compliance, everything has to be streamlined. It is not that there is a very interesting scenario. World Cup, 1983 World Cup. First time India got World Cup. At that time in finals, this side Sunil Gavaskar, this side Srikanth. Sunil Gavaskar hit it and he came to that side. And this is Sri Krishnamachari Srikanth. He ran and he fell down in the middle of the crease, in the middle of that. The entire camera was actually focusing. The ball was almost coming and it was about to hit that the stump, but it was overthrow. That was the time Srikanth got up and he ran to the next side of the crease. Next day, there was an article. After India won, India got the Kapil Dev got, and as a captain, we got the World Cup. There was an article in the first page down below. In that, the heading of the article is, falling down is not a fall. Falling down is not a fall, but not getting up is a fall. I repeat, guys, falling down is not a fall, but not getting up is a fall. So this is most important, guys. And here, that is what the role of chartered accountant is expected here. Documentation, compliances, projections, valuations, and restructuring of the capital. And all this will actually enhance the balance sheet itself will get a fresh lease of life, fresh breath of life. What it was 1920, what it was 2021. So all this will bring new investor. We will actually change the capital structure. The debt equity ratio will be changing. Then over a period of 1 year, 2 years later, the money which is infused into the capital, it has to run. The company has to run and the surplus has to be earned. That has to pay to the NPA and NPA will become PA. Non-performing asset will become a performing asset. And while doing that, there the chartered accountants and the team, along with the plan, they have to sit and negotiate with the banker, stating that NPA, what is principal, what is interest. See, company is going to revive. So therefore, lalach ka mamla nahi hai. No lalach, no greed. Principal interest. Kar do, entire maaf kar do, entire interest maaf kar do. Principal we will pay, promise. Or the principal will be paid at a particular percentage. Interest ko maaf karo. Lot of restructuring with the help of the banker. So that is why, guys, this has been kept open. Number 3 is kept open. Subordinate debt, first test MSME. How? That is the intellectual property of chartered accountants. So that is where people have to actually pay attention. You need to actually study. Not necessary that हमको 15 client है, 20 client है, 50 client है, 100 client का, 100 client का revive कर चुके हैं. नहीं, एक ही client को हम revive करेंगे. 3 lakh chartered accountants हैं. This country has 3 lakh chartered accountants. Out of that, 50% of them are in practice. So 1.5 lakh chartered accountants are there. If each chartered accountant revives one of the NPA, that is sufficient. That is sufficient. Only one client. Each chartered accountant, one client. Enough. So that target is sufficient, guys. And government believes professionals. And this scheme has, you know who can understand this scheme? None better than a chartered accountant. None better than a chartered. You mean to say if I explain this scheme or if people try to decipher this scheme, people can understand it? No, chartered accountants can only understand business tax and finance. And you are the right guys to decipher 20,000 crore. And 20,000 crore benefit, it has to go to the right people. It's only possible by chartered accountants. Third scheme. And I am telling you, third scheme is only for youngsters, young entrepreneurs, growth potential and viability. आप तो वाराणसी पे हैं, वाराणसी उत्तर प्रदेश, इस साइड का उत्तर प्रदेश तो राजस्थान है. राजस्थान तो अभी the biggest state after all the bifurcation, Rajasthan is the biggest state. वो राजस्थान पे दो electrical engineers, University of Berkeley, California, वहां पढ़ के वो advanced course in electrical engineering पढ़ के राजस्थान पे वो एक hamlet पे, एक village पे, where electricity is not there, these two young brilliant electrical engineers, they started a company, startup company. वो क्या company है? grampower.com. Please go and type grampower.com. And today grampower.inc, Gram Power Limited, has become a very big company because idea. Abhishek Bachchan will be the brand ambassador for idea, that brand. An idea can change your life. Now, what is that idea? They brought electricity through solar energy, through wind energy, through water energy. And those energy, they saved it. They gave that energy, they sold the energy, post-paid, nahi, prepaid. Have we ever paid electricity bill prepaid? No. These two gentlemen, they modeled it. It is a revenue model. And today we have got investors. Today we have got, and that is the idea, Pradhan Mantri ji, Honorable Pradhan Mantri ji, Kendra Sarkar ka requirement hai, young generation should come forward to get this 50,000 crore equity funding. And that means only limited company is possible, either private limited or public limited. Number one, it should be a limited company. Number two, there should be an innovation. Sustainability development should be there. Number three, there should be a capital requirement. Number four, the capital requirement 80-20, 85-15, 90-10, 75-25. Kitna percentage stakes the investor will be, and balance stakes will be given by this particular scheme. How? There will be a mother fund which the corpus will be given by central government. Kendra Sarkar 10,000 crore देंगे. वो 10,000 crore से 4 गुना 40,000 crore. वो 40,000 crore का डेट होगा. वो डेट वो रन लेंगे. वो रन लेके 40,000 crore प्लस 10,000 crore 50,000 crore. वो 50,000 crore को वो वेंचर कैपिटल कंपनी को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे एज ए कैपिटल. वही तो डॉटर फंड है. वो डॉटर फंड में लेवल 1 द मदर फंड, वो फंड को द वेंचर कैपिटल कंपनी पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे. वो वेंचर कैपिटल कंपनी, वो स्मॉल प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी और पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी, ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल, वायबल मीनिंग इनोवेशन का मामला है. वो ग्राम पावर का कंपनी का. वो ग्राम पावर तो शाहरुख खान मूवी, एक हिंदी मूवी है, स्वदेश मूवी है. वो स्वदेश मूवी पे शाहरुख खान इज एन एजुकेटेड गाय. ही केम टू दैट village and he proved that he can convert the villagers attitude, and he utilized his intellectual power to give the best to that village. And that Swadesh is not a story, guys. Swadesh is actually has happened in our country. University of Berkeley, these two young engineers, they have proved it. Please go to grampower.com and find out who are they. And they have been identified as the young innovators, and Pradhan Mantri ke haathon se 16 young innovators have been given awards, and ye to young Indians and young innovators award awardees hain. Please go and find out that. And such people, such clients, such young and innovative companies is what is required for this 50,000 crore. And please look at this. We'll encourage MSMEs to also get listed in future. So that is the objective. So हमारा तो last 5 minute है. वो last 5 minute पे और एक fight 6 pointers I just want to share it with you, and after that हम chairman और secretary सोमदत्ता रघु को हम hand over करेंगे. But before that I want to share with you one last point. This is the June 1st गडकरी जी, नितिन गडकरी जी और हमारा प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी champions.gov.in साइट को लॉन्च किए हैं. And if you want more information, you can go to this champions.gov.in and you can email to champions@gov.in site. I mean email ID ko you can send your request, and there they will actually ask, who are you, what is the company, what is the innovation you have done, what is the product, what is the manufacturing you are going to do, is it service or manufacture, what is the support you want, what is the capital you want, do you have the cash flow, do you have the funds flow, do you have the projections, do you have the valuation, do you have your credentials, do you have the GST registration? All this will be asked. So therefore the role of chartered accountants is very significant here. So without having all this advisory support and technical support from the documentation part of it, compliance part of it, getting this support, getting this funding will not be possible. And this country is only for those who are routine, regular, compliant, and they are legally respecting the government's the whatever the norms they have brought out, and that is those who have actually followed it. And I'm sure these schemes will actually be maximum benefit to them. But after seeing all this, oh my God, I am only a small guy, I am only an MSME, I have not got borrowed anything, will I get anything? There are 180 schemes, normal schemes, what do you call it as the existing schemes. So that is what I gave in this first. Yeah, to normal schemes. You just click this MSME schemes English.pdf. Please go to this particular booklet. This is a 266 page booklet. There are 52 ministries in our government of India, and har ek ministry pe for micro, small and medium enterprises wahan schemes hai. For Ministry of Women and Child Welfare schemes, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Chartered Accountants, Company Secretaries, Cost Accountants, if they have to establish a certified filing center for ROC, हमको एक 5 लाख का जरूरत है. I am a micro, small and medium enterprise professional in service. मुझे एक 5 लाख चाहिए, मुझे एक 10 लाख चाहिए. Table, chair, furniture, इत्यादि, advance, everything, and for computer, server, everything I want. Is it possible? Yes, possible. वो Ministry of Corporate Affairs वहाँ एक scheme है, वो scheme पे मिलेगा. So we need to actually first understand that micro, small and medium enterprise तो एक ocean है, एक तो Bay of Bengal है, Indian Ocean है और Arabian Sea है, ये तो बढ़िया है. So we need to actually understand the necessity first. So once the client also understands and the professional also understands, I am sure it is very easy to match both. And the next step is automatic rollover. It is only rollover. Next automatic will roll over. And as professionals, we know how to actually guide them. So guys, I must thank each and every one of you for the wonderful patience what you have shown in being very, very alert in this evening program. I'll be open for any questions. I will now hand over the session to Chairman Arun Kumar Gupta, Secretary Somdatta Raghu, and maybe before that, I must thank my session chairman, C.A. Vishnu Agarwal, and maybe if there are any closing remarks by my session chairman, C.A. Vishnu Agarwal, he can continue. Thank you very much. I'll be open for any questions. So over to session chairman.
Vishnu Bhaiya.
आप अनम्यूट हैं भैया, बोलिए.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And good Today you have a very illustrative and effective session. It is you have enlightened us on very relevant points. निश्चित रूप से हमारे बेनिफिट्स उठाएंगे। आपने जो पॉइंट्स बताया, आपने हमें बताया कि रजिस्ट्रेशन यूपी में सबसे ज्यादा हुआ है एमएसएमईज का। हम लोग यूपी के, हम लोगों को खुद ही नहीं पता था। एंड ये फॉर वुमेन्स roles in an MSME, you had a very relevant point. Sustainability standard by the ICI. Actually, we are not aware कि हम ICI ने ऐसा standard issue किया है, and we definitely we go to read it. And also the documentation and necessity जो banks देख रहे हैं आजकल, और हमें as a auditors आगे जाके documentation part को देखना होगा. And this is a very good relevant point. And श्रीकांत के बारे में आपने जो बताया कि falling down is not fault, but not getting up it is fault. And it was very amazing and actually बहुत encouraging है ये सबके लिए. It's good, very good. You have quoted it. And fund for new entrepreneurs और champion.gov बताया. तो आपने सारी चीजों को कवर करने की कोशिश की, और इसके लिए मैं वाराणसी ब्रांच की ओर से आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ. आपने बहुत अच्छा सारा चीज कवरेज किया, और मैं अपने चेयरमैन से बोलूँगा कि आगे भी आपका सेशन जरूर से रखें, ताकि हम लोग जो है बहुत इससे लाइटेन हो आपसे. एंड थैंक यू सर. एंड नाउ आई ओवर टू द एमओसी सोमदत्त रघु जी.
12 तारीख को सेशन है सर का.
12 को फिर है?
12 को है.
वेरी गुड.
और एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज बताना चाहूंगा पार्टिसिपेंट को कि अभी जो वर्चुअल सीपी चल रहे हैं वो उसी जगह के पार्टिसिपेंट अटेंड कर सकते हैं जहां पे वो इनरोल्ड हैं इंस्टीट्यूट में. अदर जगह कहीं पे सीपी नहीं कर पाएंगे. इसलिए सभी से रिक्वेस्ट है कि अपने तो जान ही रहे हैं, और लोगों को भी, दोस्तों यारों को भी बताएं कि अगर वाराणसी का मेंबर है तो वाराणसी में ही अटेंड कर पाएगा, बाहर कहीं नहीं कर पाएगा. धन्यवाद. रघु जी.
हाँ, थैंक यू रवि भाई, आपने एक जानकारी दी जो लोगों के काम की है. और थैंक यू स्पीकर सर, थैंक यू हमारे सेशन चेयरमैन विष्णु सर. और इसमें एक क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन है जिसके लिए मैं हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट हैं सीए विशाल सिंह जी. विशाल सिंह जी को अनम्यूट कर दीजिए. और विशाल जी अगर आवाज सुन रहे हो तो आपका जो भी क्वेश्चन है वो आप पुट अप करें.
हेलो.
या प्लीज.
माय क्वेश्चन इज चैंपियन वेबसाइट जो लॉन्च हुआ ये न्यू लोन के लिए है कि एग्जिस्टिंग लोन के लिए है? इसका पर्पस क्या है जब ऑलरेडी बैंकिंग सिस्टम से ये लोन हो रहा था? तो
कैन यू रिपीट विशाल सिंह जी योर क्वेश्चन?
विल योर चैंपियन जो वेबसाइट लॉन्च हुआ है वो एग्जिस्टिंग लोन के लिए कि न्यू लोन के लिए है?
नो नो, वो तो आत्मनिर्भर के लिए ही है
सर. ये ऑलरेडी बैंकिंग
बोलिए जी विशाल जी.
सर is this what is the purpose of this website, new website champion?
जी, number one, for the existing MSME schemes you already have the MSME site itself is there.
Okay.
This champions is only a site for implementation of Aatmanirbhar. And Aatmanirbhar MSME schemes, वो 3 schemes मैं बताया था, वो ही नहीं है. There are so many other schemes. प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण योजना, प्रधानमंत्री का वेरियस हवस योजना, so a lot of other schemes भी हैं. So ये MSME schemes, वो 3 स्कीम का डिटेल्स भी मिलेगी. वो एप्लीकेशन कैसे फॉरवर्ड करना है, कहाँ फॉरवर्ड करना है, वो उसका जानकारी भी वो champions.gov.in पे मिलेगा. वो आत्मनिर्भर का स्कीम ही है.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू.
थैंक यू विशाल जी, थैंक यू स्पीकर सर. अब हमारे अगले पार्टिसिपेंट हैं जिनका क्वेश्चन है वो सीए डॉक्टर अमित अग्रवाल जी हैं. हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट है वाराणसी ब्रांच के. अमित जी को अनम्यूट कर दें. अमित जी हमारी आवाज सुन रहे हैं तो आप अपना क्वेश्चन टाइप करें.
No, he is not unmuted.
हेलो.
या अमित जी बोलिए जी.
नहीं सर, So thank you for giving us such a nice deliberation. आपका धन्यवाद है हमारी तरफ से. कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है हमारे लेवल से.
Oh.
ठीक.
Thank you, Amit ji. Now, one participant from our branch is Lady Chartered Accountant CA प्रगति जायसवाल जी. उनको अनम्यूट करते हैं कृपया.
Good evening to everyone. Nice deliberation and nice knowledge we have got today. Thank you. I have no any query for this question.
Thank you, Pragati ma'am. Thank you, Amit bhai. Thank you, Pragati ma'am.
Now we have CA Chedi Prasad ji online. CA Chedi Prasad ji को unmute करते हैं कृपया. He is senior member from Varanasi. चेदी सर, अगर आवाज सुन रहे हो तो
नहीं, अनम्यूट नहीं हुआ.
अरुण जी. ठीक
है. Now we have CA KN Gautam ji, Kailash Narayan Gautam ji. He is our prominent member. He is a regular visitor to our webinars. KN Gautam ji, अगर आप आवाज सुन रहे हो तो कृपया अपना क्वेश्चन जो भी है पुट अप करें.
जमुना मैडम आप बोले.
Sir, good evening everyone. It was wonderful, sir. Gopal sir, and I have one query. I have some confusion regarding that scheme, second scheme of 20,000 crore.
Yeah.
You told that only public limited companies can avail it, promoters can avail it.
Limited company, private and public limited, both.
Achha, private and what is the turnover limit over there, sir?
Madam, there is no such prescription with respect to turnover or minimum maximum capital. Nothing has been mentioned. Even minimum loan, maximum loan has not been mentioned. That is one particular scheme where Reserve Bank of India has to come out with certain guidelines and some prescription. Bankers are actually waiting for that. As far as the first scheme, 3 lakh crore scheme, already disbursements are going on. But for the second scheme, it is actually a very interesting scheme because the loan cannot be given to the NPA account. It can only be given to the promoters. So therefore, there are some more prescription required, some more instructions required, or some clarity required. So that is what the bankers are also waiting for, some more instructions. Please wait for champions.gov.in. The terms will be updated there. And Reserve Bank of India will be coming out with a special notification on this. Specific notification.
Because yes, that is very interesting.
Because madam, this is very important from accounting perspective and also from audit perspective, next year as audit perspective. Because the fundamental question is, when it is an NPA, what is the basis? What is the necessity to give? So that necessity factor criteria have to be actually faced. From a macro perspective, this is a good scheme. But the implementation wise, it requires some fine tuning. Maybe Jamuna ji, if you have a case study, that is why I said 1,50,000 का chartered accountants हैं. हर एक chartered accountant ये case study करें तो it is actually a very big change we can bring to our country. आप कोई भी recommendation है तो Reserve Bank of India is waiting for it. Generally, Reserve Bank of India will not come open and asking for recommendations. We being chartered accountants from Varanasi branch, please send recommendations. This is how we require Reserve regulator to guide and direct bankers to do it. Please, madam.
Yes, I will do it surely, sir, because we have almost many of our friends have such a case study and very sound practitioners are there in Varanasi. They are
I will submit my views. For example, there is a private limited company which does say below 100 crore turnover. and there is a limit of say 25 crore or 20 crore NPA ho gaya. Now there are 3 directors. Oh, 3 directors, can we give funds to those 3 directors? The first question. That means first these 3 directors should be, minimum eligibility should be there. Second, what is the fund requirement? The fund requirement will be actually infused into the capital of the company.
Yeah, capital.
That fund capital should be matched, that limit should be enhanced, all those groundwork has to be done. Third, what is the fund that will be used in the company, how the revival will happen. Ultimately, the money is channelized to the NPA account. How it will be revived? If there is no revival chance, funding is not possible. So, it is revival, back work, then the directors credibility. To that extent, the work has to be done. Lot of fees is there, madam. Jamuna madam, very good fee. Only one client is left. For 1 year, it is enough. So, one revival, if it is done, our 1 bank audit or 2 bank audit fees we can get. Thank you. Next question.
Yeah. Thank you. Sir, little more time. Here you told in case 1 that we have to prepare 3 months balance sheet, means March, April, May, if I apply in June. Right? So even many people, businesses didn't had any turnover during these 3 months due to COVID. So that will do, no? We will have
that is a proof. That is the proof.
That is the proof. That's why we need. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we have our members. ये विजय शर्मा जी. विजय शर्मा जी अगर आवाज सुन रहे हो तो कृपया.
Secretary ji, Somdatta Raghu ji.
जी, sir.
There are questions even in the what is a YouTube also. There are questions which has been typed. You can name them and you can also put the questions.
Okay, sir. Let me take. विजय शर्मा जी को अनम्यूट करें तब तक.
हाँ, प्लीज.
जी.
अनम्यूट है भाई. विजय भैया अनम्यूट हैं.
हाँ, प्लीज गो अहेड विजय भाई.
ओके सर, हमारे मेंबर हैं अचल. वो अचल श्रीवास्तव जी को अनम्यूट करें तब तक.
पैसा नहीं थी कि इसमें इमरजेंसी में कुछ खर्च हो जाता है का पापा वाले उसी के लिए प्रॉब्लम मेकअप करना था.
अचल भैया.
हेलो. हाँ, हेलो.
आ रही आवाज आ रही है अचल भैया.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a beautiful and nice deliberations. Actually, I don't have any question relating to this topic, but I have heard it and liked very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Achal bhai. Sir, now I am taking up a question from YouTube.
YouTube, please.
जी, हमारे एक व्यूअर हैं आशा किरण जी. Her question is, why collateral-free loan will not extended to new MSME units? Is there any specific reason?
Actually, I started with those 3 points. Necessity. So, new MSMEs, where is the necessity? How will you prove it? First is, if you are an existing, see the 3 lakh crore is, you are a good borrower, you are an existing customer, banker knows you, so extending 20%, and even without Aatmanirbhar, before May 13, Pradhan Mantri announced there were banks who gave 10% collateral free loan. Collateral 10%. So therefore, it was already known. For the new MSMEs, it's a very good idea, but on what basis we can give? The necessity. So that is where the question here is. So therefore, you already have an existing schemes also. 180 schemes are already there. So let the people. Next question.
It's completed, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm going ahead. One more question is from Rupali J. Okay, question is, sir, can companies who had become NPA and already settled be eligible for additional loan?
Yeah, they have become good companies now. So, they are definitely eligible for fresh loan because they have already settled their existing loan. Possible, they have to apply. They have to apply, and the bankers case to case basis they are giving. Even though they don't come under this, they will be eligible. Next question.
Okay,
कृपया अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर लें, म्यूट कर लें.
Next is
म्यूट कर लें.
Next is some CAA John Morris, but he has not given question. He has just written, I wish to ask a question. Okay. Next is Rajiv Dhingraji. His question is, sir, could you please share link to the site containing details of 20K subordinate debt? Thanks and regards.
Oh, that is, the site is champions.gov.in. The site is champions.gov.in.
Okay. राजीव धिंगरा जी का यही क्वेश्चन था.
हाँ
जी. बाकी YouTube पे तो सर अभी तक इतने ही क्वेश्चन आए थे.
Okay.
जी.
So maybe you can conclude जी.
एक डॉक्टर सी सेल्वम का था चेन्नई से. How the banker make the recovery of these loan from MSME?
Oh, you mean to say that 3 lakh crore? 3 lakh crore is only given to the, number one, sir, it is only given to the existing borrower. Second, as I told you, very important point I told you, Dr. C. Selvam ji, number one, even though it is collateral free, the collateral free loan will rank pari passu with the existing loan. Will rank pari passu with the existing loan. Technically, practically, it is collateral free, but on document, the existing whatever collateral that has been given for the existing loan, that will be covering the new loan also. So that is the logic at which they are doing. Please read the schemes which is published in the banks. Every bank, they have published these particular GECL. So General Emergency Credit Loan, the 3 lakh crore emergency credit loan, 20% emergency credit loan. Please read the conditions. They made this point very clear. So therefore, recovery part of it, no need to worry. There is only one condition there. What is it? 4 years working capital term loan. For example, my loan is 10 crore. The existing outstanding working capital is 10 crore. 20% is 2 crore. This 2 crore will be a term loan. So I will be paying this in 4 years time. First year, that is for 12 months, I need not pay my principal and interest, but interest will be accumulated and you can pay it in the next 36 months. So this is how the recovery will be done. I repeat, recovery will be done in the 36 months, not in the first 12 months. Next.
I hope Mr. C. Selvam has got his answers. And there is one word of appreciation from Geeta ji. She doesn't have any question. Actually, she has congratulated us. Have some bilingual presentation by Dr. GKR sir about the revival package of the MSME schemes for these unprecedented times. Thanks to Varanasi branch of CRC of ICI and to you, sir, for an excellent session. I think there are no more.
रघु जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन है एक.
हाँ, आप ही पे आ रहे हैं सर.
राजू सर, जो इंटरेस्ट रेफर किया गया है इमरजेंसी क्रेडिट में कि 1 साल बाद देना है, मोरेटोरियम दिया गया प्रिंसिपल और इंटरेस्ट का. लेकिन इनकम टैक्स में अगर इंटरेस्ट का पेमेंट नहीं होगा तो अलाउ कैसे होगा एक्सपेंडिचर में? इसके लिए कोई
गाइडलाइन है? What I expect is, for all the implementation of this scheme, there will be an exclusive amendment that will be brought with respect to, for example, my understanding is, even if you don't pay your interest, even if you don't pay your principal, that interest part gets accumulated. So therefore it is accrued. So my understanding is that interest will be an eligible deduction because it is payable, will be an eligible deduction. So we need to wait for some amendment in section 36, your 1(3) subsection. There will be some amendment that will come. Please, maybe we have to wait for some exclusive COVID amendments, COVID income tax amendments.
रवि जी ने बहुत सही पॉइंट पकड़ा। ये हमारे बहुत ध्यान से इन्होंने पूरे सेशन को देखा, सुना और उसके हिसाब से इन्होंने क्वेश्चन बनाया था। सर, one more question is there.
The subject has been understood. The message that has been conveyed has been reached properly. That is why the next level of question they are able to generate.
Yeah.
So, immediate past chairman ji, Ravi Kumar Singh ji, my appreciations to you for digressing the Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. I am sure Varanasi people are very fortunate.
Thank you.
One question is from Kaspa Venugopal ji. Sir, company is undergoing CIRP. Can they get support?
This point I already covered, but anyhow I will reiterate it. Very important point. This will come under the second scheme, that is the 20,000 crore. In that particular scheme, the scheme is actually silent because it is NPA, and if recovery has been started and CIRP is initiated, there is a window time for doing a resolution. And in this resolution, possibly one of the financial creditor is a banker. And the banker cannot fund an NPA, but he can fund the promoters. I repeat. But there is a law that is an impediment. That is, the promoter will be a defaulter. So therefore, the IBC will be an impediment in supporting the promoter company. But this is a place where Aatmanirbhar is a scheme which is above IBC. So this is a place, Mr. Venugopal, you need to actually represent it to Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India and also to Ministry of Finance, stating that a separate amendment has to be brought, Aatmanirbhar IBC amendment, where revival packages, if it is done with respect to this 20,000 crore, then the possibly funding should be given to the default borrowers also. This is an exception they should bring, with the only condition that revival is must. Otherwise, the existing situation has to come back. So this is a very, very interesting point which Venugopal has brought out. And I am sure we will have a difficulty, impediment in giving the support if it is CIRP process. But we have to ensure that the objective of Aatmanirbhar is good. So therefore, we need an amendment with respect to an exception part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. हमारे एक वाराणसी ब्रांच के मेंबर हैं सीए आकाश सिंह जी, उनको जरा अनम्यूट करें.
Last question.
One more question is there from YouTube, sir.
Okay.
हम लोगों को लग रहा है कि सर आपका सेशन लोगों को बहुत पसंद आया और लोगों ने बड़े ध्यान से सुना और इसलिए इतना इंटरैक्टिव चल रहा है. सर, we will not take your much time. और बाकी अभी हमारे
आकाश जी, मिस्टर आकाश सिंह
जी, आकाश सिंह जी नहीं, वो म्यूट हो गए हैं.
Okay, so maybe you can take some questions from YouTube.
Yeah,
Akash Singh is live.
Okay.
Hello sir, thank you sir. Session was too nice.
Thank you.
आवाज आ रही है sir? Thank you sir.
हाँ, आ रही है.
Thank you sir, बहुत अच्छा सेशन था. Nice session sir.
Okay.
Thank you sir.
Thank you. Sir, you can take questions from YouTube.
जी, वो जॉन मॉरिस सर का क्वेश्चन आ गया है, सीए जॉन मॉरिस जी का. What is the complaint mechanism?
Complaint mechanism, complaint for what?
No idea, sir.
Okay, next question.
Sir, why the scheme will not give top up on term loan with existing collateral, as my client is getting good orders but no further capital to purchase fixed assets?
Actually, genuine question. I actually appreciate Asha Kiran's question. On term loan, why 20% is not given? But there is no answer, because the objective of Aatmanirbhar is a running company, and running company, the need will be only with respect to the running expenses. So therefore, the existing working capital limit on the 20% is enhanced. So what is the need for giving a 20% additional loan on term loan? That means you are only going to invest in your fixed investments, which may actually expand your business. But that is not the immediate requirement. That is not a breathing problem. that is actually an expansion. It is not a revival question. So therefore, you have to come under a normal scheme only, not under Aatmanirbhar. So I don't think Asha Kiran client will have a difficulty in getting a top up on the term loan by properly giving the scenarios that business is picking up. Next question. Last
Next
question.
is last, sir. As per your expert opinion, is really a benefit of rupees 20 lakh crore is given?
The answer lies in professionals, sir. We need to, it is not only Gopal Krishna Raju can Jadukar. No. It is the 1,50,000 practicing chartered accountants and also those chartered accountants in service also. Together, we need to actually hand hold together, and we need to understand the theme of Aatmanirbhar, and we need to make sure to also guide as what we call it as the lighthouse. We should stand like a lighthouse and guide the corporates, guide the entrepreneurs that there is a scheme like this, understand the necessity and bridge the gap. We should be the bridge between the necessity and the Aatmanirbhar. Definitely then growth is possible. Then the vision of the Pradhan Mantri Modi ji will definitely will happen. The 5 I's are possible. So if our vision is correct and we take it, it is definitely possible. 20 lakh crore package will definitely be a revival package, and the possibility of India becoming a superpower. Already the world is not in the process of joining hands with China, and already United States of America feels otherwise not privileged. The only advantage is, as rightly pointed out by the young population, our secretary ji or one of the panelists only said India has a young population, and with this vision and with this stimulus package, definitely India will be a superpower in the next coming 3-4 years. So thank you very much. And chartered accountants are going to have a bright day the entire year and coming years also. Thank you. Over to Secretary and Chairman.
Okay, thank you,
and
sir.
I thank Varanasi branch for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present my thoughts on Aatmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So I, from bottom of my heart, I extend my thanks to both Chairman, Secretary and the entire team for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Sir, it was really a privilege to us, to all our Varanasi branch. And one thing will be due upon us, that we are meeting virtually, so we cannot present any memento or anything as a gesture. But I wish we will invite you through this virtual mode, that in normal coming days, when things are going to be normal, we will be happy to welcome you here in Baba Vishwanath Ki Nagari at Kashi. We'll be glad. Now I want to hand over the mic to our Vice Chairman, our Varanasi branch Vice Chairman, C. Amit Kumar Gupta ji, to give his vote of thanks and complete the webinar. Amit ji.
Thank you, Raghu ji. Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank our key speaker, C. Gopal Krishna Raju sir. Your deliberation was great and will be very fruitful for us. I think everyone has get what they want from the session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the great session. I would like to thank our very own guest of honor, C. Anuj Goyal sir, for his blessings and remarks and presence here. He is not here, but he is there at opening time. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our session chairman, CA Vishnu Agrawal, sir, for handling the session very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vishnu Bhaiya. I would like to thank our chairman, C. Arun Gupta ji, past chairman and present Sikasha chairman, C. Ravi Kumar Singh ji, and secretary, C. Sumdat Raghu ji. Thank you so much. I would like to thank all the senior members, chairman and past chairman and my colleagues attending this webinar and making it successful. And have good learning and patient hearing and learning. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you all.
रघु जी नमस्कार।
नमस्ते सर।
सबको राम राम।
राम 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 राम।
सर खत्म हो गया
अभी। हाँ, किसी का अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन आंसर ऐसा बच गया हो तो 12 को फिर से हम लोग का है ये प्रोग्राम, जिसमें सेम हमारे स्पीकर होंगे, तो आप लोग उसमें भी क्वेश्चन कुछ भी होगा तो वो पुटअप कर सकते हैं। बाकी आप सभी उपस्थित सज्जनों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
हाँ सर खत्म हो। इंड मीटिंग फॉर ऑल कर लें। ठीक है।